Hey, this is this size this. I know I haven't really talked about stuff right now, or at least that's important to me, but here goes. First of all, let's see. This is old news, but a lot of people are bitching about PlayStation Plus's price and that it's been lowered. First of all, this is on Live's price, and the fact that they lowered, they're going to end up doing exactly what On Live did in the future, because On Live wanted to sell their product, and Sony's just going to have to come to the same conclusion. That's just the way it's going to be. I understand why everybody's all mad about the price. I mean, it makes sense, and it's a ridiculous price on there, and just calling it a service isn't exactly the best answer, or an optional service. No, this is just Sony not thinking, or at least letting certain people who don't know what the fuck they're doing back into the office room making idiotic decisions again after they got rid of them. Way to go, Sony. And Kim Kardashian has got a app on Android and iOS. I think it's mainly iOS. I don't know. I don't think the Android one's real. Yeah, it's Kim Kardashian. That's enough to be a revolting way of don't touch this app. But every fucking moron out there who, well, forgot what a brain cell is going to touch it. You are fucking sheep. That's all you are. You're going to follow an idiotic celebrity with giant tits into that little crevice. Way to go, morons. Leave your self-esteem at the doors and pretty much like idiots. And Crysis doesn't look too good. I'm not really surprised. Crysis hasn't really done a very good game. Like, at all. And of course, their engine isn't selling very high. They have some online service that nobody even touches called GFace. And basically, Crytek is not doing very good. And of course, I heard Black Pawn's video saying it was because they went console, and as soon as you go console, you go bankrupt. It's over for your company. Yeah, you know what? He's going to sing that tune over and over and over and over. Of course, you know what? Spouting it over and over may get a lot of people to actually believe it, but it ain't going to actually make it true in reality. Of course, at least Crytek is still doing a little better than Alright Games, the guys who developed Murder Soul Suspect. They're shut down. They've just shut their doors today. I think we're going to hear some more controversy come out of it, but the problem with Airtight Games is that they haven't really made a good game except for one. Quantum Conundrum. They're the ones that made the Dark Void game, or how can I say Dark, nobody touched this fucking game ever, Void game. The guy with the jet strap that looked like it came out of the Rocketeer and all the other fucking Rocket Man old serials that was based on an extremely old comic book. No, the Rocketeer was its own product that was made in that time, which shortly after his creator, well, kind of died. And Rocket Man, I believe was his name, was an old serial, but was also based under a comic book and was buried. I believe like Rocket Man versus the Mole People. Then again, they had Batman versus the Mole People. Then Superman versus the Mole People. Then everybody versus the Mole People. And then they created the King of the Mole People in Marvel Comics. And I believe he was the first villain on the Fantastic Four. Weird how that all works, huh? Mole King. But basically, Dark Void was basically a game trying to rip off the Rocketeer, which, by the way, the Rocketeer didn't do that well in theaters anyways. I mean, yeah, the Rocket Man did, but that was the 1940s. Of course, in the 1940s, we also had a guy who thought that the best camouflage was to wear a giant fucking balloon purple suit and calling himself the Phantom. Yeah, because wearing a giant purple suit was the best way to hide in the jungle and look like a fucking phantom. A purple suit. But then again, in the 1940s, it was also thought that to get away from gay annihilation, of accusing, well, Batman of being gay, DC decided, hey, let's create him a girlfriend. Besides the fact that he's been running around with that Catwoman chick and doing certain sexual things with her. But hell, we're gonna have one page of Dick Grayson and Bruce Wayne sitting next to in bed next to each other, not in fully clothes, and the guy making accusations that he's gay, creating the entire comic book code. We're gonna create him a girlfriend, and she's going to wear a bright yellow fucking banana costume and use that to hide in the fucking dark. Brilliant. That's your best cover against criminals with guns in the dark, is a fucking full body yellow banana fucking costume. It's so brightly lit that even people in the dark can see that fucking thing. Brilliant. Thank God we have the new Batwoman, who's now a lesbian and actually wearing a costume that can hide her ass in the fucking dark. Of course, I don't get the pale white skin. I seriously just don't get it. But still, she's a far better version than the original Batwoman. Yellow banana fucking suit. That's what... Bats aren't even fucking banana yellow, for fuck's sakes. Where did they even think that was a good idea? Yeah, two companies that I really don't care about. Yeah, Quantum Conundrum was a good game and all, but it was in debt to make sure that certain consoles and certain computers, Macs and Linux, and only people with, and hell, even Nintendo Wii couldn't get it. And, it just didn't end well. And then you had, alright games. Well, I am talking about alright games. Yeah, Dark Void was an absolute piece of shit that nobody touched. But, and then, you got Crysis. Crysis went out and bought a lot of market and tried to grow too fast and didn't really bother to check their profit margins and realize it's not working out. They're spending twice the amount than what they've actually got. I mean, at least they're not going out like the comic book company DreamWorks Comics, not the actual production company. They're two separate companies named DreamWorks. Or I think. All I know is this comic book company decided, hey, let's have a giant fucking limo to our as a company car and not pay our employers. What, we're out of business? In only a matter of 3 years? How is that fucking possible? We were foolproof with that. Oh yeah, it wasn't a limo. It was a Lamborghini. Yeah, they actually bought a Lamborghini as a company car. And they were shocked to find out that they were broke in 3 years. And the company was dead. Yeah. Color me shocked. But at least Crysis ain't going out like that. That would be bad. No. They just bought too much shit for the company and didn't make enough money back for that profit gain. Especially with Rise being another piece of shit that nobody bought. People can say quantity over quality, and you need to make sure, or we don't need a good selling game. We just need a good game. But when that company is falling apart and they need this last sale, yeah, I don't think that's going to apply here. I think it's more like we really need a good selling game. Fuck the quality right now. We just need to sell something or we're all going to be living in fucking television boxes. That ain't fun. Well, I guess that's all I have to say. See ya.